my name's Rhiannon, and I'm going to talk to you about my experience so far on Raw Till 4. For those of you who don't know, Raw Till 4 is a lifestyle created by Freely the Banana Girl, and basically you eat raw fruit and vegetables. Main calorie source is your fruit, and then in the evening you have a high starch, low fat cooked vegan meal, so like rice, potatoes, gluten-free pasta type thing. And I've been doing that for a month and a half now, and oh well, I was vegan. I've been vegan for about 3 or 4 months. I can't remember, 3 or 4 I think it is, and that was for ethical choices. I can do a video about my choices to go veganism on another video. But I decided to go Raw Till 4 because I was in a bit of a state of just eating biscuits, really. I've gone most of my adult life not eating processed food, so when I kind of started craving refined sugar, and even worse, when I stopped being able to kind of control those cravings, I was in a bit of a situation where I just felt horrible. I didn't like what I was doing, I didn't like the way I felt, and I didn't like that I was putting on weight, and basically I would sit down in the evening and eat biscuits and then go to bed, and it was probably the worst thing I could have done for my self-esteem, for my mind, my body. I just did not like what I was doing, and the lack of control I had over myself to do it. So when I found this lifestyle, I was just like, please, I just want to get away from what I'm doing. I was trying to do like high protein, to fill myself up on vegetables, fill myself up on protein. Don't need the carbohydrates, your body will burn fat. But it just did not work like that. By the time I got to the evening, I wanted something sweet, and I would have berries or something, and it just would not hit the spot. So my brain would not switch off. It was like, get biscuits, eat biscuits, eat biscuits, eat biscuits, and it was just like I could not. So going from that to this lifestyle is just the biggest relief ever. Like, oh no. So laptop's gonna run out, so I better. Oh, that was going so well. Yeah. So I didn't switch it on. Wait a minute. There you go. So yeah, going from the way that I was to going to this lifestyle where I just it's the biggest relief ever. The fact that I don't crave sweet junk food anymore, it's just like phenomenal. It really is. And I've had friends tell me that they don't kind of believe it. Like, they don't believe how I can sit and eat some bananas and it just switches off the like wanting biscuits or something. But it just really does. So like, you could just, like, if I just sit down and have like my 10 bananas or whatever, like it does. I don't want it anymore. I just don't care that the biscuits are in the cupboard. I don't care. Like, they just non-food to me, and it's just so good, because I just feel like I'm me again. I feel like I can just be without having this niggle in the back of my mind saying, like, eat it, so like, that's got to be the best thing about this. And that's why I think, like, even if this lifestyle doesn't go exactly how I want it to, in the sense that, like, I might not, get the body I want in my head, or I might not, you know, be in pristine health all the time, and I might not, you know, have every like perfect kind of like flat stomach all the time. It's kind of okay, because I finally feel like I can just relax, and I don't have to worry about food. I know what to eat, and it's just like, it does fill me with the energy, and it does make my body feel good, and I just like, there's just no turning back, really. So like, especially like the whole weight thing, like a lot of the kind of complaints about this lifestyle is that you lose the weight so slowly, like it's like can take years to finally get down to like the weight you kind of expect it to happen after a few months. And so like, I don't know, I just kind of, I'm prepared to wait that long, because there's just no alternative. There's no alternative. What am I going to go back to? Like sitting on the sofa late at night eating biscuits and feeling sorry for myself? Like, no, it's just not going to happen. Like, I just feel too good, and I'm just too happy eating bananas. I'm more than happy just sit and eat bananas. Like, it's fine. Like, I'm happy to. I like to do that. You know, I like to have a big bowl of rice in the evening. Like, I like it. You know, so it's like, I enjoy eating this way. It's not a struggle. But diets before have been a struggle. Like, I say diets, like, it was a lifestyle. I was like doing the clean eating, and that was fine for like a year or so. But after a year, my body just wanted stuff. It wanted more. It wanted more carbohydrates, and I just like would refuse to give it. And I would I had it in my head that I didn't eat like that, and it's just like, I don't know, my body kind of become accustomed to it for a while, and then it just kind of started rebelling on it, and it's just like, no, sorry, you have to actually start eating some carbohydrates now. And I didn't like, you don't kind of respond to it in that way. You don't respond to that kind of, that body craving carbs by going, oh, okay, have some bananas then, or, you know, because you're never going to sit down and eat 10 bananas unless you've heard about this lifestyle. And so like, the cravings come back, and you search for whatever sweet food was in your head, and you like biscuits or something. So that's where it all just went downhill, really. So it's like, now I just can be and relax, and it's good. The only thing I must say, which as you may have probably noticed, is I do have a cold right now, which isn't the best advocacy for this lifestyle, but I'm going to be honest in my videos about everything I'm going through. So basically, like, I have a cold. And I was supposed to go to bed, really, but I've gone against my Raw Till 4 guidelines and stayed up late to make a video, because basically I washed my hair with a congested nose. So I bent over the bath and washed it with a congested nose, geared up to make my first video. So I'm gonna do it, because I have to stay up and make it now, because I'm just not bending my head over that bath again. It's just like horrible. I felt like my brain was gonna fall out. But anyway, so like, I wish I wasn't ill right now, which is a definite shame of this lifestyle, because you kind of think you're gonna be like bionic after you kind of eat this way for a while. But again, it's like, it's only been a month and a half, so it may be, you know, just ill for ill's sake, and you know, it's going to take years on this lifestyle until my body's repaired from all the damage I used to do to it, like calorie restriction. I've had a past of, you know, eating problems and things like that, you know, burning myself out with training as well. Like, I was definitely not eating enough carbohydrates. Yeah, I was like training crazy 4 days a week. It just was not cool, really. Like, at the time, it felt fine, but I think it's all just catches back up with you. And I think now my body's repairing itself. So if there's repairing to do inside, with, you know, the finally amount of like good calories, then I guess sometimes the immune system will drop a bit. I'm not where I need to be yet. So hopefully, like, you know, in a few years' time, I'll be like, my body will be a lot stronger against stuff. I don't know how it works. Either way, like, even if I don't have perfect health constantly all the time in this lifestyle, it's just like I feel a hell of a lot better than I ever did doing anything else. So I'm on to a winner. Plus, it's bloody cheaper. It's absolutely cheaper. I can show you I can show you on a video. Like, I take a video tomorrow on my phone of my fruit stash out in my kitchen. Like, it's just amazing. I got most of that for like under £20, you know, and the rest of my food shop was like, it was ridiculous. It was so cheap. You know, I've got this like greengrocers, and he gives me like a box of bananas, like all the spotty ones. He saves me the spotty ones. Gives me a box of bananas for like £3, like a whole box of spotty good bananas, and I'm just like, these guys, they do look after me. But yeah, so like you can do little things like that, like ask your greengrocers for like some spotty bananas, and you'll be surprised at how cool they can be, because they want to get rid of them. They're not going to sell them. As soon as they go spotty, they don't need them. That's where the raw vegans step in, and they get them. They get those bananas, and for cheap too. It's brilliant. So it's just great. And like a big bag of rice for like a £5, and it's lasting forever. Not literally, but like, it's just so cheap. And like a big bag of potatoes, they're like cheap. Alright, you know, you're supposed to get organic stuff, but like, it's kind of like, sometimes you just can't get the organic. But I try and get the organic when I can. Like potatoes, I always get organic. But most of the rest of the stuff is like conventional. But it's something I'm kind of like working on. At the moment, it's like, because I do have a daughter as well, and it's like the money is pretty tight, because I'm like a single mum. I don't want to spend all our money on like me having all organic, when it's just like, it's money that could be spent on, you know, taking my daughter to the swimming pool, or, you know, buying her some clothes, or, you know, and just things like that, when she needs stuff as well. So I'm trying to find the balance again of like when I can kind of have the balance of like, of, you know where we got money wise, and know how much it's all going to cost. I'm so sorry, like I'm all congested. And I can kind of try and go organic then, I think. But yeah, another thing about is anxiety's gone down a lot since doing Raw Till 4. Like normally I really can't stand the place being messy, but like at the moment where me and my daughter are both quite ill, it doesn't bother me. Like normally it would drive me crazy, and I would not be able to sit still. I'd actually start getting cross that the place was messy, and start feeling really angry, and I'd end up like just having to get up and clean it. Whereas now, it's like I just feel calm, and I just like kind of, it's not that I don't want it clean, because it's like I do, but I just don't feel that build up of stress inside like I used to. Like, I'll get to a point now, I'm like, okay, I need to clean it now. Like, but whereas before, it would be like nervous cleaning, and I just like, it was just, if it wasn't perfect, I'd feel anxious. Whereas now, it's like, if it's not perfect, it's okay, and it's like, it's just fine, and I just feel kind of calm, and just not anxious anymore, which is just fantastic, because it just used to drive me crazy, you know. And I'd just be like, I couldn't sit down with my daughter, I couldn't sit and focus on playing with her, because in the back of my mind I was going, yeah, but you've got to do some washing up now, yeah, but you've got to do the washing, yeah, but we've got to do this, yeah, we've got to do that. Whereas now it's like, I can leave the washing on the bedroom floor for a while, and I can go play with my daughter, and it doesn't bother me, and I was like, it can just stay there. And it's just great. It's just a lovely, lovely feeling to have now. And I'm sure my daughter's appreciating it as well. So it's just like, it's just good. Oh, and a con, I've actually got spots, which is like crazy, because I never get spots. Like, I got one spot here, which came up the other day, and I had a spot here, which I don't think you can see. But I did have one there, and I was like a bit shocked with that, because I never ever get spots. I never. So that was a bit annoying. But again, if my immune system's a bit run down at the moment, and you know, you can't blame the diet for everything, because it's like, it happens, you know. It's like there's so many positives about the way I feel right now that like a spot here and a spot here is just like, I don't even care. You know, it's just the way this diet has made me feel is just phenomenal. So I'm gonna probably leave the video at that now, and yeah, so leave comments and likes or whatever. This YouTube thing is actually quite difficult. Making a video is crazy. So I hope I've done alright. But yeah, I'll make some more hopefully soon. Showing like, you know, what I'm eating, or, you know, my fruit haul. Definitely need to go through, show you my fruit haul. And yeah, I just want to share my journey really, because I'm right at the beginning, and I just want to kind of go through it with you guys. So yeah, YouTube, yeah, good times.